Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. My name's Fred Weaver. My partner, Kevin Kaufman, has gracefully entered the picture this morning.
That was graceful of me, wasn't it?
It was. You're watching
graceful.
Short Sale Power Hour with Group 4610, Arizona's premier short sale team, ShortSalePowerHour.com.
We're still the funniest short sale team in Arizona, too.
We are. Last week you used that line, Kevin. And today, Kevin, is a little episode we like to call Mindset Monday.
It's a webisode, actually, Fred.
Whatever, Kevin. So, hey, guys, today is all about mindset. And you know what? Last week, this is a topic that I talked a little bit around on our coaching calls. So, you know what? If you're not a part of our group monthly coaching calls, it's time to fork over the $46.10 to us before we raise it to
Such a great number.
$49. But it's time to fork over the $46.10 and be a part of our 90-minute group coaching calls we do once a month. It's your place to ask us questions, get our answers, get our opinions. And it's
your
the
scenarios,
place.
get our help.
Yeah, and it's the place that we give our opinion without holding back.
Yeah, which is
Wait, hold on. They don't think we hold back here.
I know.
Because we don't hold back content, we hold back our true opinion because we could get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'll give you stuff completely.
If you're paying for my time on an hourly basis,
Yeah.
I'll tell you whatever the heck you want to know. I'll definitely tell you exactly what I think about certain
why
scenarios.
the Lakers are going to win the NBA championship again
I
next
can
year.
talk about that for hours.
That's not what they're paying for. But
No.
anyway, so the topic that we talked about on last week's coaching call, and I encourage you again, right here on the events page, I'm sure Drew, our webmaster ninja, will have like a link so you can sign up if you want. But one of the topics we talked about was just being flexible. And I didn't necessarily use that same word, but I'm going to use the word right now, being flexible. And what I mean by that is you've got to be willing in a short sale transaction to, and in life, man, just to be flexible, to roll with some of the punches, if you will.
You know, I've heard Pastor Tom say a wise man has a flexible reality.
He does. And a very wise man in short sales is flexible. Not even has a flexible reality. A wise man is flexible in short sales.
Very flexible.
And the reason I say that is because stuff's always changing.
Yeah.
I mean,
like every day change. I mean, having really dove into some files recently.
Sure.
Like really gone from just handling a couple and helping out on a few to handling a large amount of volume again. Like been able to see some changes just in the last week.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my gosh.
And what I mean by changes,
but if you're not on top of it though, if you're not flexible and okay to move this way and shake that way, you're gonna get crushed.
And what I mean by flexible isn't just aware of the new guidelines that come out. That's not really what I mean, because a lot of you might think,
I don't even care about
when I say flexible, I go, well, yeah, there's HAFA and then there's this. I don't really mean the new programs and guidelines. I mean being flexible with the day-to-day crap that goes on inside a short sale.
It's a good way to put it.
And what I mean by crap, let me define crap. I mean stuff that constantly changes, meaning one moment the negotiator tells you she's not going to submit your file to the investor until Friday for approval. And then a day later she says, I've talked to the investor and they need you to remove this fee off the HUD. You didn't talk to the investor. You told me that you were going to submit it for approval this week. You don't call the investor. Like, what I mean by I'm being flexible enough to understand that what you're being told isn't always the truth. And again,
almost never is it.
We're not trying to be these guys that are all about, don't trust anybody and blah, 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 blah. But you've got to verify everything inside short sales.
Absolutely. I will say it. Trust no one, verify everything at a bank.
Yeah.
Trust no one and verify everything because stuff changes. That's why you've got to verify. What was true yesterday really may not be true for a process tomorrow. It could have changed.
On the topic of coaching, on our coaching call last week, one of our participants was kind of sharing with us how they had previously gotten several Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae approvals. 85 to 86% was standard. What they saw was the net that Freddie or Fannie wanted to receive of their BPO. And I can't say that Freddie or Fannie always approved 85 or 86. Sometimes it might be less, sometimes it might be more. But that's what she saw.
But, yeah.
And I can agree that we've had a lot in that range, too.
Yeah, that's really...
But then she submitted a file to Freddie or Fannie, and she was netting them they wanted to net 95% of their BPO. And she's kind of was curious, what do I do? And I'm like, well, something's not going on there. You've got to be flexible, if you will, enough to realize that their guidelines didn't just change on you. In fact, somebody's not giving you the real story. There's something else going on.
You don't have the whole truth.
So the mindset piece that we all got to put on is just being flexible. being flexible enough to, you know what, if you're frustrated with the file and they're telling you it's denied and you could waste 2 hours of your time screaming on the phone that day, why don't you just put it aside and pick up the phone and call tomorrow? You might find out that tomorrow morning everything's changed. I mean, we have a file, Karen Drive, right? Apparently was denied a couple weeks ago. One email goes out to the investor last week, no response to it.
And it's approved today.
Another email went out just yesterday, last business day, and it was approved today.
Isn't that a miracle?
How does that happen? Well, it's not real. What's going on or supposedly going on isn't really real.
Well, there's so many lessons in this. I mean,
until you have the approval letter in hand,
first of all,
none of it's real.
Nothing's ever as it seems.
Ever what it seems.
And a wise man has a flexible reality.
Yes.
Like if you don't have those two things mastered, if you're not okay with that, don't do short sales. Just get out now. Just get out. Run the other way.
Yeah.
Go get a job. Yeah. Get out.
Can I share one last thing, Kevin? Somebody on our coaching call, I don't know, I'm just in the coaching call mood.
Yeah, you are.
Made a statement last week around trying to work on a half a short sale.
This is fun.
And they filled out all the documents and they did all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And the servicer then finally, a couple weeks in.
Understand about this, the servicer contacted the client and said,
a half a short sale.
Let's get you in the half a program. The client didn't contact them. They contacted the client, who then contacted an agent, and okay, the service, I'll let you pick up from there.
Yeah, so much for a short story. But anyway, they went and they did everything they were supposed to do.
Everything.
And then the servicer goes, oh, you know what? We're really sorry.
We didn't check with
the investor. They actually don't do the half-a program.
Are you kidding?
But what I thought was funny is they ended the conversation by saying, you can't do half-a, but you know what? You could try to do a traditional short sale. The word traditional and short sale, I never thought in 3+ years of doing short sales I'd ever hear somebody say there's such a thing as a traditional short sale. But that's what you get when you talk to a bank day in and day out. I had no idea where that story was going, other than I thought it was kind of interesting. And now the camera's chasing me down. I'm going to wrap up this episode very quickly. Thanks for joining us here on ShortSalePowerHour.com. 1, 2, 3. Short Sale Power Hour! Short Sale Power Hour! Crush it?